Hi, meteorologist Tony Petrarca in the Pinpoint 12 Forecast Center. You've clicked on the Weather Now link on a bright, cool, dry Wednesday afternoon. Nothing too unusual for this time of year. Dry conditions continue as we take a look at our threat tracker, which is low today, tonight, through all of Thursday night. Even Friday morning, we'll start to elevate it to yellow for Friday evening, especially later Friday night. Watching Nicole, tropical storm, almost a hurricane, will be impacting Florida. We'll show you that in more detail in just a second. Now, we're not getting a hurricane, obviously, but some indirect impacts from the storm in terms of some rain, heavy at times, and some gusty wind, especially Friday night into early on Saturday morning. And may see gusts 40 up to 55 miles per hour later Friday night, early Saturday morning. So here's the setup. We are clear. Really, the eastern half of the country is fairly quiet, so I don't see any precipitation until Friday evening, Friday night. And there is the latest on Nicole, just shy of hurricane strength. We're still waiting for the next advisory from the Hurricane Center. There's the position. It is near, it's approaching the Bahamas right now, and here's the east coast of Florida. And this is approaching later tonight. The winds are at 70, moving west at 12 miles per hour. The hurricane warnings in red, essentially from just north of Miami through West Palm, Vero Beach, Melbourne, and up to Daytona Beach, Florida, for tonight and into tomorrow morning. Take a look at the forecast track, and again, making landfall somewhere in between West Palm and Melbourne, Florida. And then here's the position of the storm on the west coast of Florida by Thursday afternoon. And then what happens is it accelerates north and east, and some of this remnant moisture arriving here Friday night and into Saturday morning. In fact, let's take this into the future, and we'll step you through it hour by hour. I mean, here we are on Thursday, which is really a gorgeous day. You see skies are clear. And jump ahead now to Friday morning, actually Friday noontime. Clouds are on the increase. Precipitation is still back to our west, so even up until 12 noon Friday, it's still dry, mild. And then Friday evening, Friday night, starting to see some of this rain working in, and then becoming heavier with increasing wind later Friday night, and stormy during the pre-dawn hours of Saturday. This is around 8 a.m. This little thin red line is a squall line. There'll be some pretty heavy rain, some thunder, and some strong wind gusts during that time. But look at the clearing off to our west. In fact, I do expect the sun to come back out, albeit windy, on Saturday afternoon. So as far as impacts, and again, the timeline on this is Friday night, Saturday morning. Strong wind gusts on the order of 40 to 55 miles per hour. Certainly wind gusts of that magnitude. You can take down some limbs or some wires. I don't think the power outage risk is widespread but isolated. Rain heavy at times, 1 to 2 inches. And that's enough for some at least localized minor street flooding. Minor coastal flooding at the time of high tide, of course, with winds like that, some large surf and rip currents. In the meantime, we'll backtrack to tonight, which is quiet, clear, cool, dry, not quite as cold as last night. 11 o'clock, we're down to 41. Thursday morning, sunshine, rapid warm-up. It is a much milder day. 11 a.m., it's at 62, and then during the afternoon, mid-60s. Boy, a gorgeous day. And that mild weather will extend into Friday and Saturday, much cooler on Sunday. And again, the timeline for rain and some gusty winds from indirect impacts from Nicole are Friday night, especially late Friday night, into Saturday morning, especially early Saturday morning. All right, that's your latest Weather Now update. Thanks for logging in. We'll talk to you soon.